with sticks and then mourn with terrible cries, sometimes returning years later to revisit the bones and touch them lovingly with their trunks. They're just this group of normally abnormal creatures going through the ups and downs of life with big hearts, mood swings, and huge, swingy-assed togetherness. When we moved into our brick townhouse in Hawthorne Square by the zoo during my first year of high school, I had this plan that I'd go there every day to watch the gorillas and take notes about their behavior. I'd notice things no one else had, make some amazing discovery. I had this romantic idea of being Diane Fossey, Jane Goodall, Joy Adamson. I liked the idea of bouncy, open-air jeeps, and I liked the outfits with all the pockets. Only I didn't really want to live in Africa and be shot by poachers, get malaria, get stabbed to death. Bars between gorillas and me sounded reasonable. I went over to the zoo and brought this little fold-out chair Dad used for all of Oliver's soccer and baseball and basketball games, and I sat and watched the gorillas a few times. The only problem was, it felt more like they were watching me. They gave me the creeps. The male was the worst. His name is Vip, which sounds like some breezy nickname a bunch of Ivy Leaguers might give their jock buddy, but Vip was more like those freaky men you see at the downtown bus stops, the ones who silently watch you walk past and whose eyes you can still feel on you a block later. Vip would hold this stalk of bark in his naga-hide hand, chewing slowly, keeping his gaze firmly on me. I'd move and just his eyes would follow me, same as those paintings in haunted house movies. If that wasn't bad enough, Vip was also involved in a tempestuous love triangle. A while back, Vip got gorilla Amanda pregnant, and when she lost the baby, he ditched her for Jamoki. He got her pregnant too, and after Jamoki had the baby, Amanda went nuts and stole it, and the authorities had to intervene. It was like a bad episode of All My Primates. So I moved on to the elephants, and as soon as I saw Chai and Baby Hansa and Bamboo and Tombi and Flora, I couldn't get enough of them. Baby Hansa's goofy fluff of hair is enough to hook you all by itself. They are all just so peaceful and funny that they get into your heart. When you look into their eyes, you see sweet thoughts. And then there's Onyx, too, of course. One notched ear, somber face, always off by herself in a way that makes you feel sad for her. I didn't even need the little soccer chair, because there's a nice bench right by the elephants. I went once a week for a few months, but after a while I got busy with school and it was winter, and so I decided to just watch them from home most of the time. There are 2 live webcams for the elephants, one inside the elephant house and one in their outdoor environment, so even when the elephants were brought in at night, I could see them. 24 hours a day the cam is on, for the pachyderm obsessed. I got in the habit of just leaving the screen up when I wasn't using my computer to write a paper or to IM my friends. Now I switch back and forth between the cams so I can always see what's going on, even if the gang is just standing around sleeping. I never did really write anything in my research notebook. How embarrassing. I even wrote that on the front. Making some great discovery about elephant behavior kind of went in the big ideas that fizzled out department of my brain. But the elephants got to be a regular part of my life. Watching them isn't always thrilling and action-packed, but I don't care. See, what I really like is that no matter what high-stress thing is going on in my world or in the world as a whole, Christmas, SATs, natural disasters, plane crashes, having to give a speech and being worried to death I might puke, there are the elephants doing their thing, just being themselves, eating, walking around. They aren't having Christmas or giving a speech or stressing over horrible things in the news. They're just having another regular elephant day. Not worrying, only being. That's why the elephant site is up on my computer right then, when I see the boy. I am stretched out on my bed, and the elephants are cruising around on the screen, but I'm not even really watching them. My room's on the 2nd floor of our townhouse, and if you lie there and look out the window, all you see is